Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Turnovers will be a focus in today's game. The Bucs are top 10 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against a Niners team that wants to be careful not to play into that strength.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught by Mike Evans. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle to Evans. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Gun. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third down now following the completed pass.
Here we go. Green, back at it up, Philly. Here we go. Good.
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The play clock's running down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Let's go. 319. 319. No. Jack, Patriot.
They'll set up a throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Great job defensively. Stretched it out, got the tackle for loss. He had 2 TFLs last week, by the way.
Yeah, what you're describing right there is a player who can set the edge well. You always hear that, meaning he's not getting hooked by an offensive lineman or a tight end, not getting turned inside on the blocking, able to keep his outside arm free, string the play out so there's nowhere for the back to turn up. Then he gets to him and makes the play.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll give it up to Ivory. And shedding through the tackle. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second down, Ivory. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The gun now on 3rd down. And able to find Garcon. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Ivory, and he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. So the offense has it 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Shift together here from the D-line. Following the interception, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a handoff as they run left side. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to float this one deep right side and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First down, this is Ivory. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the pistol, Ivory. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll set up to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll try to run with Ivory. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Play action. They'll throw. Flush to his right. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Winston. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Jameis to throw it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Winston. He finds Humphreys. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. They run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Beal. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw, and incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun here, McCarron. Over the middle, complete. It's Howard. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Bucs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Shotgun snap from McCarron. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Throw now in his own end zone. Evans has it left side. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Carry number 10 now for Ivory. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
2nd down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Here's Thomas. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, it's McCarron. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. Back it up, Philly. Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeForest Buckner busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now a handoff, running right, Ivory. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find the crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
And some room to work. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 61 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Defense showing blitz. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarron. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Second down following the run.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
And they'll go play action with McCarron. Right side caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. McCarron throwing on second. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
Now McCarron. This is caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders. And Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. They give it to Ivory. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they give this time to the tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Now they'll run on the draw. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for San Francisco, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.